Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to begin by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, by Hashem, Yahawashi, by Hashem, Rawchaa, Qadash. Double honors to our teachers, the apostles, and elders of Great Millstone. And much respect to the brothers laboring worldwide in truth and sincerity. Salutations and blessings to the hopeful elect, believing on the words of Yahawah, by Hashem, Yahawashi. This your brother Dawada, coming to you in a lesson, Lord willing, is edifying. And this lesson is basically going into the times and season that we're in, but also highlighting the power of Yahawashi. It's just so much going on, man. And these certain articles, it was more, but you can't touch on everything. But what the Lord is doing in the planet Earth, it should really put you in fear, man. All right? The fear of the Lord is what's needed in this time. Because a lot of people don't realize it's the Lord setting these certain scenarios up. It's the Lord making these things come to pass. Remember the scriptures say, I form the light. Matter of fact, let's get that. We'll start right there. It's the Lord doing these things, man. Okay? This is Isaiah chapter 45 and verse 7. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. So the Lord is boasting in these things that he does, man. Now I want to get this word form, right? Because the Lord says he forms the light. Okay? Strong's H 33:35. Yashah, it says to form, fashion, frame. Right? You are a woodworker. All right? You making picture frames or window frames. You actually have to put your hands into it. You'll measure off. You'll cut those lengths to a certain length, or that wood to a certain length. All right? You'll put an angle on it for them to attach perfectly. Right? It says to form, fashion of human activity. So any activity on the planet Earth, the Lord forms that. He fashions that. He sets up certain scenarios of divine activity, of creation, of original creation, of individuals at conception. Yeah, it's the Lord that does all those things. Now I want to jump down. Right here it says to frame, preordain, plan. So the Lord forms plans, man. This person is going to go here on this day, and I'm going to meet them. I'm going to have them meet this person, and this is going to happen, right? It says figurative of divine purpose of a situation. So the situations are formed by Yahawashi, man. Scriptures call our Lord Yahawashi the potter, man. Okay, again, Isaiah chapter 45, verse 7. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, Yahawah, by Hashem, Yahawashi, do all these things. So it's the Lord that's orchestrated these certain events that we're about to go into. All right, this first article that I have saved, it says, Mom beats 4 kids with dog leash, lit a gas stove, and threatened to burn their hair after none would fess up to dropping tissue on floor. Cops. See this? Hey, man, you women, in the time now you're losing it. How much more when the power's out? All right, when the food is scarce, and you ain't got nowhere to turn. You don't have a man that hegs you. You're going to really lose your shit, man. These are only just small inklings of what the Lord is getting ready to bring. It says a Texas mother is facing child abuse charges after she allegedly beat her 4 kids with a dog leash and turned on a gas stove and threatened to burn their hair if they didn't admit to leaving a tissue on the floor at their home. You flip out by some fucking tissue, man. Ebony, look at that. Ebony Gonzalez, man. She got 2 Jake names. Ebony Gonzalez. See that? 31 stands accused of 4 counts of injury to a child Court records showed the alleged abuse occurred on Wednesday morning at home in Katy, a Houston suburb. And now Katy, from what I've heard, is supposed to be a well-to-do suburb, man. You know, almost on the lines of a Mountain Brook here in Alabama or Hoover. You know, it says a probable cause arrest affidavit says Gonzalez became upset when there was a tissue on the floor and none of the 4 children ages 11, 8, and 6 would confess to dropping it. Here, she may have dropped it. You know, that's how Eve get down, man. You know, they'll do something and blame it on the kids just so they can lose their shit. It says cops allege she beat one of them with a dog leash, then threatened to put their heads on a stovetop and burn their hair, the affidavit said. The investigation began when one of the terrified kids passed a note to a friend that detailed the alleged abuse. The friend then alerted authorities, cops said. See that, man? Well, it's the Lord that set up that scenario, man. You know? What the scripture say, I wound and I heal. Let's get that. Well, she was wounding them kids, you know, beating them. But it's the Lord that's caused that scenario to take place. Deuteronomy chapter 32 and verse 39. See now, even I am he, and there is no God with me. I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. See that? So when the Lord says it's your time, man, it's your time. When he wounds you, guess what? He gonna wound you, man. When he kill you, guess what? He gonna kill you, man. All right? But these are all symptoms of the time of the end. Remember what scripture say, in the last days, perilous times shall come. Let's get that. Right? Well, we're in the midst of perilous times. And it's only going to increase. It's only going to get worse. You know? So if these people losing their shit now, how much more when the power's out? All right? You can't flush your toilet. You can't get any drinking water from out your faucets. You know? How much more then? It's a lot. Let me do this. You know? How much more then, man? This is 2 Timothy chapter 3 and verse 1. Know this also, that in the last days, perilous times shall come, right? We are clearly in the last days of these perilous times, man. It says, for men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, right? And you see all of that, man. Well, these people are proud, they're blasphemers, you know, they're disobedient to parents in the flesh sense and in the spiritual sense, you know, and plenty of them are covetous, you know. It says, without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce, despisers of those that are good, right? And you see that too, man. You know, people hate the doctrine of Yahawashi that commands you to come out of the ways of the world. So they are despisers of those that are good, man. You know, if you're trying to live a holy, not in the sense of the modern word of these so-called sanctified Christians, now a set apart life, where you're not doing the things of the word, they hate you, man. You know? But again, it's without natural affection. Now you go into that word natural affection, it literally goes to being inhuman. So these people don't have that natural care toward one another. And you read that in Matthew 24, our Lord said, because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. And Lord willing, we're going to get that. But let's look this up real quick. That word natural affection, right? Without natural affection is a phrase, Strong's G 794.
Strong's G 794. Astargas.
Ostrogos, right? It says without natural affection, unsociable, inhuman. See that? Inhuman. These people are going to be inhuman, man. You see? unloving. Yeah, going back to Matthew 24. All right? And those are all signs that we're at the end of this thing. Okay? Now, this next article, it says at least 18 people killed in stampede at station as thousands push toward a push to board train on way to India religious festival. Oh man, that's heavy. So you going to worship these gods that are no gods, and the Lord calls a stampede to what 18 are unalive, man. At least 18 people have died in horror stampede at a train station in India, man. India is a dangerous place to be at, man. These folks hang out the windows, on these trains. They actually overload buses. Man, there's been countless stories that I've seen of 30-foot plunge. People that plunge 30 foot to their death. Regarding these these buses in India, they have no regulation. They fill that bitch to the top. It's all hoes bar, man. It says thousands of passengers are said to have been involved in a deadly New Delhi tragedy as they were trying to board a train on the way to a religious festival. See that? Look at this. So they stampeded and the Lord calls them people to get out my way. I gotta go worship Buddha. Look. Look, it's the Lord that did these things, man. Heartbroken relatives of those killed in tragedy weep outside of the hospital. See? It says terrified witnesses said travelers were told to change platforms at New Delhi rail station, quickly causing a surge of panicked locals. 2 trains were also delayed in minutes before the incident, according to officials. This left those waiting to board a train to the festival at Perilous caught up in a frantic push, which resulted in dozens being crushed. Man, why? Crushed to death. It says 14 of the victims were women. Hey, what does the Lord say? It's like utterly old and young, both maids and women. Yeah, see? And little children, I'm paraphrasing. Okay? But this is more judging of Yahawashi, man. Okay? Again, these perilous times. These folks are so much in confusion that they ain't know what the hell was going on, man. Okay? Let's see. This next article. Woman in prison for 50 years after decomposing bodies of niece and nephew found in car during traffic stop. Fucking Eve, man. See that? Now, I remember this story originally. She's been sentenced to 50 years, man. Her niece and nephew were in the trunk of her car. It says a woman was served 50 years after bodies of her niece and nephew were found in the back of her car. Nicole Johnson, 36, of Maryland, was sentenced to life in prison, suspending all but 50 years on Monday. Police say that the officer found the bodies of the youngster during a traffic stop in Essex in July 2021. The official reported noticed the unmistakable odor of decomposition. Damn. You just riding around with your niece and nephew dead, man. Okay? That's part of the love of many, waxing cold. Let's get that. And that phrase, wax cold, the word there is actual psycho, man. That was a psychotic thing to do, man. St. Matthew, chapter 24, and verse 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. Again, these are one of the signs that our Lord said to look for in the last days before it's coming. Okay? So you're going to see more of these situations occur, man. Scripture say your enemy is going to be those of your own household. Okay? So get ready to see more of these stories happening. All right? Check this out. And this thing is going on around the world, man. It ain't just reserved to America, Babylon the Great. Remember, the Lord said He's going to bring plagues upon the world. Now, the ultimate hell is going to be here in America, Babylon the Great. The place where wickedness resides. But you're going to have these things occurring everywhere. Okay? It says horror in Congo as 70 missing people found decapitated in church massacre. You see that? Two two articles dealing with, and I just never realized that, two articles dealing with these people worshiping these deities, man, these gods that are no gods. They couldn't go and cry to their God in that situation they were put in. Them 18 that were crushed to death, these 70 that was decapitated. See that? It says over 70 missing people were found with missing heads Friday in Central Africa. According to an association source, more than 70 individuals who had been missing since Wednesday was discovered on Friday, decapitated with machetes. See that? In the hamlet of Maba in Lubero area of North Kivu province, in the Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo. See that? And a lot of shit been going on in Congo. I think I did a lesson a while back regarding those women in that prison that were raped and burned alive, man. You know? Well, that's all judgments of Yahawashi, indicating that we're clearly at the end of this thing, man. Things are going to intensify more. You're going to see more of these situations occur. Okay? It says this Friday, February the 14th, we found more than 70 lifeless bodies tied up, decapitated at the cuff, all gathered in the building of a church of the evangelical, and Baptist Center in Congo in Africa, Kasanji, section in a few meters. See that? Man, that's Yahawashi, man. That's why we constantly tell you there's one you should fear, man. Yahawashi, man. You know, scripture say it's a fearful thing. Let's get that. Yeah, it's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power, man. Because again, he dictates your fate. And you go into that word hand, and Lord willing, we might go into it. Hebrews chapter 10 and verse 31. It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power, right? It's a fearful thing, you know? And that word hand really goes back to that definition we read in the Hebrew of form, man. You know? Well, let's get it. A phrase, the hands, Strong's G 5495.
Strong's G 5495.
Chayr. It says, by the help or agency of anyone, by the means of anyone. I'm going to get to the point. All right. This C and D definition, it says, in punishing, in determining, and controlling the destinies of men. See that? So it's the Lord that orchestrated these events to have these 70 people decapitated, man. All right, showing you again the love of many is certainly waxing cold. You know? Let's go to this next article. You know? It says, unemployed man admits to killing girl 11 because he was angry about Fortnite loss. Damn. So people losing it over fucking games. Oh man, that video of William losing it because his mom cut off the fucking internet, man. She ain't paid the internet bill, and William couldn't get online and play Grand Theft Auto with his friends. He couldn't get on there and play Call of Duty, man. So he came up to mom's. Shit, he came up to mom's bedroom with an axe, man, and went to cut through the goddamn door, you know, with the axe. See, that's crazy, man. But that's what you're seeing is going to occur here on the planet Earth more and more, man. You know, the love of many is going to wax cold. And let's get a little bit into this article. It says a 23-year-old unemployed Frenchman. That was another thing with William. You know, he was unemployed. She said, William, I told you to go get a job. Go get a job, William. It's like, I'm not going to get a job. I just want to play online with my friends. Yeah, he lost it, you know. Now, this dude lost it after a Fortnite game, man. It says 23-year-old unemployed Frenchman said he murdered an 11-year-old girl earlier this month because he was enraged over losing a game of Fortnite. You see that shit, man? Man, can you imagine when you can't play Fortnite and you lose it, see, the comfort of these people is going to be taken away, man. And the only comfort that they're going to have is basically no comfort, man. You know? I believe that was it on the articles. Yeah. No comfort, man. And these things are going to intensify. Now, I believe that article right there was happening in France. So you see how these things are happening around the world. And it's not going to die down. It's only going to increase. It's only going to grow greater, man. Remember, scripture say evil and only evil. Matter of fact, let's get that. That's why we behoove you, to fear the Lord. Fear Yahawah, man. Because he can bring these damn punishments on you. Okay? Or any of us. Ezekiel chapter 7, and I'm going to start at verse 4. It says, "And mine eye shall not spare thee, neither will I have pity. But I will recompense thy ways upon thee, and thine abomination shall be in the midst of thee, and ye shall know that I am the Lord." Right. Scripture says they're going to know thee as we have known thee. Right. And how is the Lord known? By the judgment which he executeth. Right. It says, "Thus saith the Lord power, and evil, and only evil, behold, is come." Right. Only evil, man. So these things are going to grow. They're going to intensify. They're not going to die down. Okay? It says, "An end is come. The end is come. It watcheth for thee. Behold, it is come." So the things that have been pronounced, all right, through the scriptures by the holy apostles and prophets, guess what, man? These things are going to come to pass. Why? Because it's thus saith the Lord. So when you see articles like this, get ready to see more. Get ready to see more things intensifying on the planet Earth to the point where these people are going to have no hope, man. And that goes into that word perplexity, not having any resources, to be without resources. Matter of fact, you know what? Let's go there, and we'll close it out there, okay? St. Luke, chapter 21, and verse 25. "And there shall be signs in the sun, and in the moon, and in the stars." Yeah, we coming up on another solar eclipse, man. They're supposed to be visible from down to 90% of the world, I believe, in March. All right, those are signs in the sun. We just had a blood moon, an eclipse, the chariots, we also just had the 6th planetary alignment, also the 7th planetary alignment, I believe, is supposed to be happening soon in this month of February. I want to say around the 21st or the 23rd, so those are all signs that the Lord said to look for. Okay, it says, "And upon earth the stress of nations." Right, these people are so distressed and so distraught. You seeing them act out more and more with these crash out moments. All right, some of the articles that we just went into. It says, "With perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring." Right, the people are in an uproar, man. The sea being a metaphor for the people, the sea and the waves being a metaphor for the people, and they in an uproar, man. And you see how those things are occurring more and more. I want to get this word perplexity, because that's the state these people are going to be in. It's bad now, but wait, just wait. We just read it. It's waiting for you to get there. Okay? Evil and only evil. That word perplexity, we're going to go into the root. All right? Strong's G 639. It says to be without resources. Yeah. When you people be without resources, man. When you can't goddamn just go to your local pub and get you a goddamn your local bar, to get you a shot of liquor to ease your nerves, or you can't go to your local pharmacist, your street pharmacist and get you some, or your regular pharmacist and go get something from Esau to ease your nerves, man. Wait, man. You people gonna really lose it. It says to be in straits, to be left wanting, to be embarrassed. Right, 2/3 of our people gonna be embarrassed, man. they're going to be ashamed because they trusted in the shadow of Egypt. It says to be in doubt, not to know which way to turn. And that's going to be 90%. Well, you know what? 100% of the people outside of the elect, man. They're not going to have a way to turn to, man. You know? To be at a loss with oneself, to be in doubt, not to know how to decide or what to do, to be perplexed. So these are just signs, you know, little small signs that this is building up to, man. That woman put her niece and nephew to death and was riding around in the car. She didn't know what to do. All right? The people in Congo, when those death angels ascended down upon them, they didn't know what to do. All right? That 11-year-old girl, all right, who was, and you read into that story, that dude lured her into the woods, told her that, crazy story too, man, told her that he was looking for something, he needed her help. Ended up trying to rob her. He said, give me all the money. She went to screaming. He put on the ground and went to stabbing her to death, man. You see? Well, how much more when these people don't have those comforts, you know, to ease their mind in this time we're entering. Okay? Now in the Strong's it says, to have no way out, i.e. be at a loss mentally. And that's what these people are going to be, at a loss mentally. They're not going to know how to operate in the times we're headed into, man. So these things are going to increase, and only the elect is going to be stable in these times. So I pray this has been edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, Bahashem, Yahawashi, Bahashem, Rawchaa, Qadash. Double honors to our teachers, the apostles, and elders of Great Millstone. Lord willing, coming at you in a lesson. Till the next time I say, Shalom.